if you can see. So please confirm if you can see my screen.
You can see it.
All right. So I'll open my file explorer. The project name is School Projects. That's how we started. So same step. So I did the same step you did for BBC. You're doing the exact same thing now. Then you activate your virtual environment. Okay, activate. Let me zoom this in so you can see. Activate, then see the Christ embassy. Now run myself to ensure there are no issues. Alright. Alright. So Adijat, are you here?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Okay. Welcome, STC. It's nice to have you here. So just quickly CD into where we stopped last week. I believe you're all caught up. So please CD into where we stopped last week. Then drop a message on the chat once you are where we are. You have a minute to do that. So 1422 carry on. So STC, please CD into where we stopped last week. You have a minute to do that.
Good afternoon, sir. We don't have light at our area, and my system, I cannot use it without light.
Oh, okay, okay. No problem. So we can carry on here.
Yes.
All right, no problem. You're free to, like, you're working with us, right? Like you're coding along.
Remember, I'm in class.
So we're going to be moving on. Going to share material on the group chat. We're going to be using that material today. So let me just quickly share it on WhatsApp. So this is what we're going to be doing today. Today we're going to learn how to manage static files. So static files, media files, are templates. We're going to learn how to manage
Mr. Prosper,
each
I'm
and
not
every
seeing
one of
your
them
screen.
today. Oh, okay. It's sharing here. Okay. So I'm going to leave and join back. Maybe it's network. So I'll stop with leave and join back. Is that fine? Finally. Sorry, guys. It's been rolling at the joining since. Sorry about that. Network is really terrible today. Please confirm if you can still hear me, please.
Your screen is not showing, no.
Yeah, I'm about to start sharing again.
Okay.
All right. So I believe you can see my screen now, right?
Yes, it's showing.
All right. So I want to share the documents for today's class on the group chats. All right. So please open the documents I just shared on the group chat. That's going to be our course material for today. Let me also share it as PDF so you can easily access it. All right. So please let's open the material. This is what we're going to be using today. So this is the last introductory part of Django. So as at the end of today's class, we can practically build a project from start to finish. So a basic project in this sense. So this is the last introductory part of Django. So we're going to learn how to serve static and media files. So every website, every web application has specific types of files. So there are three types. We have our source code. So your source code are your Python code, your HTML files, the views, your models, what you're writing. Those are the codes that you have developed. Those are the codes that are being run on the server. Now, because codes are very ugly, so imagine you go to google.com and what it gives you back is like plenty code. Code is not fine to look at. It's strenuous on the eyes. It's stressful to look at. So we have files called static files. So what these files do is to help us format the display of that data. So static files are very, very close to, they are very associated with your templates. So static files include your CSS. Those of us that have done front end before, we should know what CSS is. Adija, your full stack, right?
Yes, my full stack is on Flutter, not CSS.
Oh, okay. So CSS is a styling sheet or a styling language used on HTML. We have JavaScript, we have images. So files that the developer by himself is including on a project are static files. The static files are files that are not code. They are just for styling, they are just for formatting your images. Those are static files. Then the third type of file we have are media files. So these days, there's no platform where people don't upload something. On WhatsApp, all of us have used maybe 1,000 DP, up to 1,000 different DP to start using WhatsApp. On Instagram, we've all uploaded posts, we've all posted a story on Snapchat. So any file that somebody uploads, those files are referred to as media files. So we have source code, that's what we write. Our regular Python, our views, our models, that's source code, the main thing. We have our static files. The static files are files added by the developer that is going to be served on the website. They are mostly used for formatting the display of data to make that data come out well, for styling. That's what they're mostly used for. So your CSS, your JavaScript, images, those are static files. Then files that a user uploads on your platform, PDF, document, profile picture, DP, as long as it's not you, the developer that's putting it there, someone else that's putting it there, those are referred to as media files. And it's important as a developer to know how to handle media files. So if you move on to the current slide I'm on, why should you treat static and media files differently? So these are three main reasons rather why it's necessary for us to process the file that is being uploaded. Number one is you can't trust files uploaded by end users. So media files need to be treated differently. For example, we design a field to accept files. So we have designed a field on our backend in the models that should accept files. Now, as a developer, if you don't put a check on the size of files that you want to put there, one user can go there just to punish you. Since you did not do that check, you were lazy. They can decide to upload a full movie as a CV, and you that you're paying for space, because as developers, anything stored on the cloud, you're paying for it. So imagine my company has paid me to buy them 2 gig of data every month. So there's a storage space of 2 gig, and only one user uploads a movie of 1.9 gig. So the remaining users, what are they going to use to store their own data? So that's why
Is it my network? Hello?
as a developer, you don't just waste resources. You have
Hello?
to make sure with small amount.
Hello? Hey, God.
This is network from his side.
Okay, just want to confirm if it's from my side or from my own end. All
You
right.
allow, so, for example, you allow someone to upload a material. It's possible that from that material, you want to process it and count how many words, or you need to process it and take his phone number from there. All these ATS systems they use for series. So whenever you still upload your material, your file, it still undergoes processing. They need to take something from it. And the last one is you don't want a user uploaded file to replace a static file accidentally. How does this happen? I have a file called my CV.pdf, and it's possible that somebody else, that's what he called his own CV, my CV.pdf. So what happens when he uploads his own to the server? Will the server now replace my own? Will it delete it? So these are certain use cases why you have to process any file that someone is uploading. So today we're going to learn how to allow uploads, then we'll move on from there. All right. So please, like I said, we're going to continue from the student project. So I believe we're on in student project. So I'll take to my command prompts, then I'll press code dot. That's my command prompts.
Your
So I'll
screen you're not sharing your screen, no.
What's wrong with screen sharing today? Thank you, Adija. Please, anytime you can't see my screen, please, no matter how many times, please just let me know. So please, can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
All right. So I said break out of your server and code dots. So I'm going to carry on from the Christ Embassy project that we started last week. So we're going to start that. We're going to continue from that project. All right. So the very first thing is we'll go to our models. So this is the existing structure we have, and we have attributes that every student must have a name, a grade, an age, and gender. So this is what we have at the moment. So we're going to pick up from here. Now we want to add 2 fields to the student's model. The principal of the school has told us, oh, Prosper, we need to add new information about students. So they want to do ID card. So we need to store their images. So now we want to add new fields to this student table. So the name of the field will be called image. So I'm adding a new attribute called image. And that will be models dot image
Hello,
field.
Mr. Prosper.
Yes, Adija.
I'm having an error here. My run server is not running. It's showing error.
All right. So I'll stop sharing.
Saying can't open
Sharing.
file.
Okay. Please quickly share your screen.
Can you see my screen
Yes, coming up.
now?
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, help me type dir in this new. Yeah, type dir.
Big IR.
Okay, now I've seen your error. I've seen your error. The manage.py, you mistakenly put manage space dot py when typing. Can you see it?
Manage Python manage.py.
Check the spelling of your Python.
Python manage.py. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
run
so
7.
part of that small space now, the strain error.
Yes.
Ah, it is well long.
And this is nothing like small space, space.
Ah. All right,
All right,
thank you.
no problem. All right, so please stop sharing so I can share. So it's good for us to be having petty errors like this, because the thing is, anything you're able to debug by yourself will stay with you. So like Adijah's error now, I know that anytime something does not run, the first thing she'll try to look at is the spelling. So please, if there's a small space between manage and pi or between run and server, it won't run. So always take note of that. So this is where we are now, the student model. And like I said, we're adding a new field called image. So image is equal to models of image field. And I'll type the default will be student.jpg. So there will be a default image. And if the user uploads an image, it should upload to, I'll call it student pictures. So once we're done typing this, I'll explain. So this is the first field we're adding, the image field. The next one is when the student was created. Can use a date time field. Auto now add equals true. So I've added 2 new fields to our model. So I'll copy it and share it on WhatsApp and on the chat too. So these are the 2 new fields that I'm adding to our model. All right. So the first one is our image field, models.image field. There are 2 values inside. We have the default and we have the upload to. Then we have the created as also, and that's models.datetime field. I want to keep track of both the dates and time that student was created. So that's why I'm using date time field. So if I want to keep track of only the dates, STT, what field will I use? If it's only the date I wanted, what field will I use?
You use the date.
All right. And this auto now add, does anyone know what it's doing? This auto now add equals true. Who wants to try? What do you think it's doing?
It's adding the date and time automatically. Like
Uh,
the dates will be equal to the present date, that time and time.
all right, that's correct. That's correct. So that's why on IG, on Instagram, whenever you're uploading status or something, it's not asking about time. It's just using the current time. So it's automatically adding. So it's saying automatically add the time now equals true. Okay. So that's this created that. It's keeping track of the date and time and it's automatically adding it. So you're not the one that will go there manually and type it. It will add it automatically for you. Now, moving on to this image field. This image feed has two things that might be new to us. The first one is this default, and the second one is upload to. What does this default mean? It's saying that for every student, there's a default image. So if a student does not upload an image, use this default for them. When you join WhatsApp newly, anytime you sign up for WhatsApp, everybody has a default picture. Who knows that default picture that is always gray? The default picture of WhatsApp. So in their backend, they have something like default, then they've put a picture there. Now, the moment you now decide to upload your own picture to override that DP, that picture will now be uploaded to your user pictures or students' pictures. That's what these two things are doing. The first one is saying, okay, if this person does not put an image, use this image for them. So that means we'll create a student.jpg.jpeg. So this is going to be an image. So this is the default image. And if the person actually puts an image, store it somewhere in the student's pictures. I hope that's clear.
Hello, Mr. Prosper.
Yes, Aditya.
I want to ask a question.
All right, shoot.
Like what we're taught on front end, like if you're building an app, right?
Yeah.
There's a product design. There's a product design that will design what you want. Your own is just to write the code that gives exactly instruction of the product design. Is it the same thing
Yeah.
as the back end, or you be the one to be cracking out what to write, how to code?
All right. So the truth is this: you design. I mean, you write backend according to the design. That's professionally. For now, you know us, we're in charge. We're the one doing both our back end, we're the one putting template, the front end part of it. But professionally, when you are employed as a back end developer, your duty will just to be writing structures like this according to the design that has been given.
Okay.
Do you get? So
Thank you.
what this means is the product designer in her design should show that to create a student, there will be a form that the person must put name, grade, age, gender, image, created at. So based on what I'm seeing in that design, that is what will tell me these are the things that the student must put. So I'm not hard coding my brain. I'm not stressing myself coming up with everything. She has given me a design that shows me the things needed. Do we get it?
Yes.
Is there anybody here that has seen a Figma design before? You have seen what the product designer has done before. Okay. So while I'm at it, let me just quickly show you. So sorry for the deviation, just to make you understand your duty as a developer, what you will be doing. Okay. So this is a Figma dashboard. So I'm a backend developer. Is loading. You see designs that people design. So my duty is to look at that design and know what and what is required. So let me open this design for us. So this is a food delivery app that I built. So let me show you how the sign up page is so you know what I mean. Network load. I really need you guys to see it because if you can't read the designer stuff, then it might be tough for you. Okay, so let me open the mobile app. Okay, so let me load it. Okay, so this is the mobile app. Can we still see my screen?
Yes, you can see it.
All right. So this is someone's design for creating a user. Now, from this design, I can tell that before someone can create an account, so it will be class user, and what are the attributes? Name, phone number, email, and password. So this person has made my work easy. He has already told me, or she has already told me what and what I need to store. Do we get it? So this is how you're going to work professionally. All right.
We are not seeing your screen again, no.
All right. Sorry about that. I mistakenly closed the Zoom call when I was closing Figma. So I'm going to resume sharing my screen so we can move on. Okay. So let me know when my screen is up.
It's up.
All right. So this is the student model that has been created now. I've added new fields. Now, please, this part is very important. Very, very important. Whenever you add new fields to an existing model, you need to make migrations, then migrate. That is how your database will know what you have done. You need to first of all make migrations, then migrate whenever you create or add a new field to an existing model.
I don't understand your instruction, no. Is it that
Okay,
you're going to make migration first? Or after adding the new field, then we'll make
after adding the new field like we've added here. So we've just typed basically, this is just typing. For it to actually take effect in the database, you must make migrations and migrate. So after typing the new field in your models, the next thing is to go to your command prompt, then make migrations, then migrate. So Python manage.py, make migrations. So go to your command prompt, Python manage.py, make migrations. Please remember it's with an S, make migrations. Python manage.py, make migrations with an S. Then you should be getting something on the screen that looks kind of different, something that we've not seen before. When you type Python manage.py, make migration. So if you can see my screen, and I want to make sure everybody gets this message when you're making migrations. So for those that are practicing later, when you try to make migrations,
mine's throwing error.
All right, what error are you having?
Let me read out. It's saying system checks identified some errors. Error student.image fields cannot use image feed because Pillow is not installed.
Thank you. So the error you're getting is an error that's going to occur to everybody. So Django itself naturally cannot process images. Django itself does not know how to handle images. So there's a library Django uses called Pillow. That is the error that Adijat is having. I would say that again. Whenever you are working with images in Django, you will get a message telling you that we cannot handle images. Please install Pillow. It will even tell you the instruction. You'll see something like pip install Pillow. So Adija, share your screen so it's easier for them to see what that error looks like. So I've stopped sharing. So Adija, please quickly share your screen.
Can you see my screen?
Yes. So this is the error you will get. Beautiful thing is it will give you a hint that gets Pillow at blah 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 or run command pip install Pillow. So it's going to happen to everyone that has not worked with images. The reason why I didn't get that error is because obviously I've watched images before on my PC. So please do pip install Pillow. You can see the instruction there for you. Pip install
Pip
Pillow. Pip
install.
install Pillow.
The Pillow is it capital letter? I'm not saying.
Yes, see it's capital letter P. Just the line above you, the last word on the line above yours, you see the pip install Pillow. The P is capital letter.
Pip install Pillow.
Pillow. Yeah. So the name is weird now, but anytime you're working with images in Django, anytime you're working with images in Django, you have to install Pillow. Okay. So Pillow is successfully installed. Now try to do make migrations again.
Okay, Python manage dot py
Make migration.
migration.
All right.
Okay.
So just I'll explain it. It's not a big. Just calm down. So this is what me I was having, and this is what every other person is going to get after this step. Now I'll read the error and explain it to us and to make sense. It said it is impossible to add the created field with auto equals true to students without providing a default. This is because the database needs something to populate existing rows. I'll explain. It's basically telling you, oh, now you want to be keeping track of when they created students or when people register as students. But we already have two students. So how do you want me to now use what do you want me to do? How am I supposed to add the date and time they were created when before I was not keeping track of it? So that's what this error is telling us that, bro, we already have three people in the database, and now you're telling me to keep track of when they were created and not tell me since. So there are two options. There are two ways to resolve this error. The first one is you just write a time to use for those people. That's option one. So if you look at this thing, it says number one, provide a one-off default, which will be set to all existing rows. So Adija, if you look at number one, that's what it's saying. That provide a one-off default. So you type one. Okay. So now it's telling you, okay, choose, write out the dates you want to use for those people. So open your string quotes. So open your string quotes. We can type 2025, 2025 hyphen 03. I think today's date is 16 or 15 hyphen today's date sharp. Then close the quote. Enter. So now what has happened is it is going to use this 2025 0315 for the existing students that we created last week. So you can see that the migration has gone through. So after making migration, the next step is to what? Migrate. So Python manage.py migrate. Migrate. Yeah, enter.
Is there S with the migrate or is other migrate?
No, other migrate, no S. Enter. Okay. So everything is now working. The database now knows we have new fields. So Adija, thank you for that demo. So those are going to watch the recording, just follow along exactly what she did because you're going to experience that too. So as you can see, so one, the same thing Adija has. So 2025, 03, I can say 14 or any dates. So that's settled. Then the next thing is to migrate. Migrate. So yes, we are now in the same place. We're now in the same channel. Okay. So the next thing is we now have images added to the model. So the model now has image added to it, which is here. Now there are rules or steps you must take before you can start working with media uploaded files. So for now, we're going to be having to reference the material I shared on the group chat. But with time, trust me, you'll be able to write it from the top of your head without looking back. So please, let's head back to the material, the one I shared on the group chat for today. So we're on slide 5 now. We want to learn how to configure media files in Django. So what we've done so far is we've only added an image field to the student model. That's what we've done so far. Now we need to do certain things in Django, set Django up so that you know how to work with images people are going to upload. So if you look at the instruction in the material, it says open settings.py file of your project and add the following. So there are two things we're going to add in our settings.py. The first one is your media URL. So all the images people are going to upload on our platform, which URL is it going to be found on? So you know we have /first, we have /admin. Now we're telling Django that whenever somebody uploads file, This is where they'll be finding it /media. That's what we're telling Django with this instruction. That any file that is uploaded, please save it in this URL. That's where person needs to go to access it /media. And the second one is we want to also store that image in our database. We also want to store it. Let it also be showing on our end. Let's see a picture that the person has. So what I'm telling Django with this instruction is in the base directory, add a folder called media. This is the base directory. This place in VS Code. This is my base directory. This one that has the Christ Embassy, the students, the db.sqli3. This is called my base directory. So I'm telling Django that whenever somebody uploads an image,
Sorry,
put
Mr.
it inside.
Prosper, come back. Repeat yourself, please. You said
Okay.
we need our base directory, code
Yes.
directory.
Yeah, don't worry. So I'm telling this is the first instruction is clear. I'm
Yeah.
saving every picture that somebody uploads in the /media. Now the second one is a media root. So this means this is going to be a folder that keeps track of everything somebody else uploaded. So I'm telling Django with this instruction is going to tell Django in the base directory, this base dir, add a folder called media. This is where you want to be storing the images locally on your VS Code, on your database. This is where you want to be seeing it. So this first one is on the web. When the person goes to /media, it will show them. Then this one is for us locally in our VS Code, on our database. We want to be seeing every image the person uploads. So I'm telling Django in the base directory, this is your base directory. This place here that has your manage your PY, db.sqli3, your project name and your app name. This is called the base directory. This place here. So I'm going to tell Django that instruction when we put it, is telling Django that once a user uploads an image, create a folder called media. Create a folder called media. This instruction here. Create a folder called media and add it to the base directory. So these are the two things we need to type in our settings.py. So please head over to your Christ Embassy project. This is it. Open your settings.py. So head over to your Christ Embassy project. Open your settings.py and add these two instructions. So after your static URL, in your settings.py, go to line 119. That's where you see your static URL. Then under it, add these two guys, media URL and media roots. So inside your project settings.py file, we're adding two variables, media URL and media roots. So media URL and media roots. Okay, so are we done with that?
Please hold few minutes.
All right. Oladimeji, are you typing with us or you're just listening?
Mr. Prosper, please scroll up. Let me see the media route very well.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's continue.
Okay. So we have the media URL and the media routes. So this is one of two settings. So if I go back to the material, we're done with this part. So this is the first configuration you need to do. And please, it must be these two. If you don't do the two, it will not work. Images that people upload will not show. It will not work. So we've done this. So this explains what I said, what media URL is, the media routes, blah, blah, blah. The next thing we need to do is in our project URLs, we need to tell it where to find the media URL and the media routes. You have put it in your settings.py. So now you just need to tell your project where you have put it, that you put in your settings and you put it in your, that you put both of them in your settings. That's what we need to do. So I'll go to my project URLs. So if I open my Christ Embassy, there should be urls.py file. If I open Christ Embassy, there should be urls.py file. So let me zoom in. So please type what I'm about to type. So say if settings dot debug URL patterns was equals to static settings dot media URL and document routes settings dot media routes. So like I said, for now you have to be referencing the material. Well, as time goes on, when you've typed it over and over and over again, it will become part and parcel of you. So this is the instruction, the final configuration. So the second configuration you need to do. So step one is declare your media URL and media routes in your settings.py file. Step two now is tell your project, not your app, tell Django project where you've stored your media URL and your media routes. So this is the instruction. It is in the material I sent, so you can either copy and paste from there, or I'll just put it on WhatsApp too. So you can just copy and paste on it. Okay. So if we're done typing, you'll notice some things are underlined. Setting is underlined, static is underlined. And I've explained to us whenever something is underlined, if you hover over it, if you see not defined, it means you've not imported it into this file. This file does not know what you are talking about. So I need to import settings. So from django.conf
My own
import.
settings is not on the line, no.
All right, now come.
Instead, the semicolon is throwing an error. Or the column rather, the
It's
colon is,
colon.
yes, the colon is throwing an error. But my settings is not on the line. Neither my
Okay.
static.
All right. I'll come and see your screen. But you need to add this stuff at the top. You need to import these two things at the top.
Okay, I should import the Django configuration.
Yeah, from
To the Django.
django.conf import settings. From django.conf the URLs are static, import static. All right, Adija, are you done typing?
I'm done.
All right. So we're done setting up Django for media uploads. So what we want to do now is to check whether it's working. So we'll go to our admin and try to upload a picture for a student and see whether it works. So let's first check whether your server is running. So
There's no how mine
Python,
can run because it's throwing an error already.
your server.
No, my VS Code. My code is throwing an error already, so there's no how it can run.
Okay, so you share your screen. All right, so please share your screen.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's coming up. Okay, so your issue is with indentation and eject. So put your cursor on the if, in front of the if. Okay, so I've seen your mistake. So you typed this thing inside that list. So all you're going to do is from that if, copy and cut it. Line 31 and 32, select it and Control X. No, Control Z. Line 31 and 32, select it. Select the two lines, 31 and 32. Yeah, and 32. Okay, do Control X. Okay, so come out of that list, that URL patterns list. Yeah, then paste. Come out of the list. Don't paste inside the list. Outside. Yeah, come outside the bracket. Yes, then paste. All right.
Well, let me ask.
Okay.
The front end, right?
Yeah.
When you over your error, it's going to tell you what to do. Unlike this, the Django is not even telling us what to do. Or is it like you don't understand?
It is. It is. It's actually telling you. It's just like you need to understand how it's telling you. If it tells you something cannot be accessed, it means you've not imported it. If it tells you the way it speaks to you is not as plain as front end. So with times where you
Eh.
understand the
So
language,
you need to study the language apart.
you need to still study the language. Yes. So learning the syntax, learning the syntax too is important. So now you try to run your server. So I just want to make sure everything is working. So try and run your server. Python manage for PY run server. All right. So OS, yes. So go to your settings.py.
Yeah.
Okay,
Setting.
first of all, let's learn how to even interpret. So you can see it's showing you one beside the settings.py, right? In VS Code. But open your
Yes,
command prompts. So
this is my command
yeah, how
prompt.
do I know it's settings.py? Yeah. So look at your command prompt. How did I know it's from settings.py?
It's
So
saying
it's important to
OS.
know how to, yes, how did I know that is in your settings.py the error is coming from?
Okay, probably it's because it's in my settings.py. It's writing one, and it's writing one.
So what if like my owner does not write one? So how can I tell that that's where the error is coming from? So go back to your command prompt.
Yeah.
So Adisha, I want you to look properly. Before that media root, can you see that media root is equals to os.path.join?
Yes.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now the line above it, read that line to the end. The line above that media root stuff. Just look at the line to the end.
It said line 122 in module.
So before that line 122, it will show you the file where it's coming from. Can you see the file name?
Yes, settings.py.
So you see that it's actually telling me the file and the number. But if I
Yes.
don't, then just wait before you go to VS Code. It's still telling you what to do to solve that error. So it says name OS is not defined. Did you forget to
To
import
import OS.
OS?
Wow.
Do you get? So
Yeah,
all
so
you
we
need
have
to
to
do now is go
import.
to your exactly. So just type import OS. So until you start understanding the command prompts, that's when
Sorry, okay, I will import OS in my command prompt, right?
no, go to your VS Code in your settings.py. Yeah, go to your settings.py. Yes. So anyway, but I usually like all imports to be at the top. So go to the top of the settings.py. Just up. Where the other imports are. Yes. So you can put it under line 13. Under line 13. Yeah, import OS. Just import OS.
Mm-hmm.
No from, just import OS. Import OS. Okay. So now try to run your server again. Let's see if we get another error. All right. So no error. So now please go to your admin. So go to your admin on your browser. No, your
Okay,
browser, like that admin panel, yeah. So / admin. Yeah, go to / admin. Victor, welcome to the call. Are you just joining?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, then your password. All right, then okay. Okay. So this is running for this is wrong. This
it's
should be
wrong.
for your like it should be students showing it, not news.
Where?
Look at your admin panel. It's showing you groups, users, and news. News was
Yes.
for your BBC project.
Ha.
Do you understand? So
So
don't
how do I
panic.
go back to my students now?
It means there's somewhere else on your system where command prompt is open and it's running this guy, this whole project. Yes. So
Eh, ah,
close.
I
So
should
close
close
out that
it.
command prompt. Exactly. Then
Ah,
reload it.
Mr. Prosper, your head is just full of, as in, you're so intelligent there. So
It's experience.
I
Reload
should
this guy.
reload.
Yeah, reload this page.
Eh, okay, I should reload. Wow. Ha. This.
Yeah. So basically, Django was using first come first serve. That one was running first, so yeah, assume that's what you want to run. You
Eh.
understand? So now that I've closed that one, it will have sent and use this one. Or what me I do, I can have full Django project running, but I run all of them on different ports. So by default,
How do
Django.
we run it on different ports?
So by default, Django is running on 8,000. Abi, port 8,000. You know what I mean by port? Abi, that's 127.0.0.
Yes, this is 8,000. Yes.
Yes. So if I want to run Django on 8001, another one, I'll say Python my.py run server 8001. So
Okay.
like that, 8002. So I can have
But
four
if
different
that is not
projects.
what is on the command prompt now, will it go?
The default, if you don't put anything, is 8,000. You get. So as
Okay.
you just type run server, you assume it's 8,000 you want to use. But I'm telling you, if you want to specify the ports, you can actually specify the ports you want to run it on.
Okay.
So please go back to your admin panel. All right, so click on students. Okay, so um, you can click on any of them, then add the DP for any of them. You know, we've added a new field called image.
I should.
So if you notice, there's now a field called image, right?
Yes, yes. There's a feed called image now.
So click on browse. So it's open your laptop. If you have any picture, it doesn't have to make anywhere there's any picture, it doesn't have to align, just any picture at all.
Picture. I have picture, you know.
You don't have any picture on your PC.
I don't,
Anyone,
I
just
don't think I have.
wow. You don't have any picture on your laptop.
I'm not sure. I
Not
did.
even screenshots. You should have screenshot now.
Let me see. I
You check
recently
at
deleted some.
or attachment. Just anything, please. Any just open attachment. Any
Okay.
you can open attachment. Let's see.
Nothing is there. Let me see my download.
Just pick see pictures. They all those triangle, all those then save. So click on save. Alright. So what you've done is that picture has now become
So
the image.
Torelana now has a picture, right?
Yes. I want you to leave Shola's. Remember that there's supposed to be a default. So I want you to go to Toriola. Go to your first students. Go to Toriola. You can
Oh,
click on
like
the student. Just click on the student again. Yes. So go to Toriola. So click on, if you look at that image field, you see something like currently, students, pictures, hearts in love. So click on it.
yes,
Click on that link.
this
Now,
is it.
this is to tell you that it's working. How do I know it's working? If you look at the URL, you see something like port 8000 slash media slash
Yeah,
student
slash
pictures.
student picture slash it's art in love. Yeah.
Now, another way I know that what you did just work, open VS Code. Open your VS Code. So if you look at your VS Code, there should be a new folder called media. If you look at your VS Code,
Yeah.
there's a folder now called media.
Yeah,
If you open
media.
media, click on it. You'll see another folder called student pictures inside. Then you see
Yeah.
hearts and love. So we're giving it back to the user on the web, so the user can actually see his profile picture. Then us too locally, we are seeing it. So the same way it happens with WhatsApp, when you upload your pictures and all, there's a local archive on their end that keeps track of things like this. So now I want you, Adija, to go to Shola's page. You know Shola, we didn't upload any picture for him or her. So go to Shola's page on your admin panel. So yeah, admin, go to Shola's. So you can just go back. You can go back in your browser. Yes, go back. Students, then go to Shola. Okay. So click on Shola's currently. Click on that student.jpg. So if you notice, we're getting an error. We already said, oh, if people don't upload, we should use a default picture called student.jpg. And now it's throwing an error. The reason why it's throwing an error is because we've actually not created the default picture. So it doesn't know what you're talking about. You told it in your models that whenever somebody does not upload a picture, use a default picture called student.jpg. But if you check your code, you've not yet downloaded any picture called student.jpg. You don't have it. So all you need to do now is to actually set a default image. So you need to download the default image. So please open your browser, open a new tab on your browser. So open a new tab on your browser here on Firefox. Just type default image JPEG, default image, default image, then JPEG, JPG, here, enter. So you can just, anyone, yeah, just click on it. So
And you
save image as, you want to download it, save image as. Okay, so this won't work. If you use this image, it won't work. Why? Because you
because
specified
it's
what
yes, we specified JPG and this one is PNG.
PNG. So please cancel. So look for a JPG, please. Just click on any other image. You can just use just anyone that is JPG. Alright, so please try and download it. Let's see. This one too, I think it's PNG. Yeah, PNG. Just just go through. You can check that middle one here.
Everything is PNG. Oh.
Let me send you a link. Why is
And
everything PNG today? So I'll share a link on WhatsApp now. You just go down and download the image.
you've sent it on WhatsApp. It's not showing. No.
And I say I want to send it on WhatsApp.
Okay.
So I'll copy the image address. Okay. I've sent it to you on WhatsApp. It's very long. I don't even think you'll pull through. The image address is very, very long. Have you clicked on it? Did it work?
Yes, yes.
All right. Are you sure you can click on it? Okay, copy. You can copy it and paste it in your browser. So copy that link. Yeah. So go to your browser and please paste it. All right. Okay. So now download the image. The save image as. All right. So hold on. Before you save it, you have to make sure the name is exactly how you called it in your model. So we call it student.jpg. So student, small letter, student.jpg. That's the name we gave it. Student, no S, dot jpg. All right. Now we want to save it somewhere. You have to save it inside your project where you are working now. Because if she just saves it now, saving to her download. So go to where your project is saved in your documents. Yeah, this PC.
So we have to save it where our project is
Yeah,
being saved, right?
yeah.
Wow.
If you don't save it, then you have to save it on downloads. Then you copy it, then come and paste it here. So it's either you do that or you just come here and save it straight. Documents, school projects. So inside your Christ Embassy, open, click on Christ Embassy, open it. Then your media folder, open your media folder. Inside of it, then save. So you save it in your, just save. Yes, no, you're not entering here. Just save. So it's going to save beside the folder that has the student pictures. So now I want you to go to your admin and click on Shola's image. So go to your admin on your browser. Before, when we tried Shola's image, it threw an error to us because then we didn't have any default image. So we quickly want to go to the admin panel. The server is running at Adijat. Just go to 127/admin.
Huh?
I said everything is working. Just go to your admin 127 /admin. Yeah, admin. Okay, so go to your student, then click on Shola now. Then click on student.jpg. So before we were getting an error because then we had not yet put the default image.
Now we are getting the default picture.
Now we're getting default picture. So this is what happens. WhatsApp has a default picture they've stored in the database. So that's why whenever you sign up on WhatsApp, if you don't put an image, this is what they use for you. Then whenever you now override that image, they are keeping it in a folder for you in a local archive. So then they can decide that every 90 days or every 3 months they delete it. But basically, I'm just showing you that you as the backend engineer, you can also see uploads that are being made on your system. So this is how to handle media uploaded files. So if I give you an assessment or practice assessment that is to keep track of maybe a vehicle manufacturing company, so you're going to upload the name of the car, the model, the picture. Whenever you want to handle the picture part, please, you have to follow all these steps. So I believe that's settled.
Yes.
All right. So briefly, because of time, we'll just run through the second part. So Adija, I can stop sharing so I can, yeah. So Adija, thank you for the demo. by using your screen to learn now. Okay, so I'm moving on to section 2. So we had 2 things marked out for today. So today, section 2, we want to learn template tags and filters. Template tags and filters, what they do and how to use them. So the very first one, so what are template tags first of all? These are things you add to your templates in order to avoid repetition or to carry out logic. Template tags are elements that carry out logic or perform computations or carry out specific tasks in your templates. Last week, we learned how to connect the MVT. So if I want to
So
go,
Prosper,
yes, Adijat.
I think Dimeji is talking to you on the chat.
Oh, okay. On the Zoom chat.
Yes, Zoom chat. He
All
said
right.
his project file is disrupted.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Thank you. Um, let me check. All right. So thank you, Adijat. Once I
You're
explained,
welcome.
yeah. So you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
All right. So as I was saying, template tags. These are elements that are added in your template file in order to carry out computations or to carry out specific logic. So, for example, we've already used one before, which is the for loop. You have a database that has all the students. If I say show all the students in the template, you have to use a for loop to go through every student. So I'll say for students in all students, then I can now display student.name, student.age, blah blah blah. Then I also told us that whenever you use a for loop, you must also add an end for. The reason is if you don't end this end for, Django itself will even tell you that you forgot to add end for. So whenever you get an error to tell you something like you forgot to close this for loop, whenever you open a for loop, remember to close it. And if you notice, the syntax is always curly braces and percentage sign. Anything template tags, this is how you most likely write them. It will be curly braces or curly brackets, then percentage sign, then for blah 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 blah. The next one is if. So we also have the if statement. We also have the if. So the if just checks if a condition is true or false. So for example, that's when we don't have any students in our database. If you write a for loop, it doesn't make sense because there's no students there. So the first thing you can check is if there's a student list, if there's all students, meaning students actually exist, then you can now write them out. But if there are no students, you can now tell it to display something like no students or no athletes, or basically you check whether there are students in the database. If you don't have students, still show the person something. The page should not be blank. That is how you know a good programmer. When you search for something, even though it's not in the database, you should get the response saying no results or 0 results found. Do we get it? So these are the 2 common template tags, and we're going to quickly use them today. All right. So I'm going to share. I created 3 files for today's class. So I'm going to share all of them on WhatsApp now. Uh, Let me attach documents, attach resources. So we have CSS, new students, and student.jpg. All right. So I've sent 3 files on WhatsApp. Kindly download all of them. The student.jpg is the one that Adija had already downloaded online. So I already had the one that I downloaded, but it's good as we search for it together on the web. Okay, let me search for it. All right. So please, I've shared 3 files now on WhatsApp. We're going to quickly use them today. All right. So, Adija, let me know when you've downloaded all of them.
Okay. Done.
All right. So, before we move on, we've added image to our students. So, if you open that your all student or HTML, let's show the image of the students before we move on. So, this is what we have from last week. The only thing we want to do now is, since we've added the new field called image, let's also make the image show here. Now, how do you make an image show in HTML? You use something called an image tag. So on VS Code, if I type
That Prosper,
IM,
that's under all these are under our templates, right?
exactly.
Okay.
So where we stopped last week, that all students.html is that same template that I want to just add image. Since we've added image now for students, I just want to add it here. So that every student, their image will show. So after the student.age, I want the image to show. So I'll type img. This opens an image tag. I'll do that again. So this is called an image tag. Each and every one of us, we can challenge ourselves this week. I'll share a link probably after today's class so we can all take a crash course on HTML so you understand some things that happen in your templates. So I'll just share the link. Please make out time, just watch it's a crash course, maybe 15 minutes or something. We'll just show you the overview of HTML, even CSS too, just little knowledge. But basically, if you want an image to show in a template, you must put it inside an image tag. So that's the essence of this img. Then this src, where should I get the image from? So in Django, it will be student dot image. If you want to get the name, student dot name. If you want to get the age, student dot age. So obviously the image, most of us will go to student dot image. Am I right?
Prosper, what's the meaning of SRC?
Yeah, the source. Where is the image coming from?
Okay, we shortened it, right? Or that's the code.
No, no, that's the code. That's the code. You don't type it in full. That's the simple.
Okay, you cannot type
That's
it in
actually-
full.
No, you can't.
Thank God I asked. So.
Well, you wanted to type in full, Abby.
But I don't even know the meaning of SRC initially.
Oh, okay. So it's basically the source of the image. Where's the image coming from?
Can you please write it out?
Like I should copy it and paste. Or
Yes, copy and paste.
all right. Okay. So I've dropped it on WhatsApp. I'll also send it here on some chat. Okay. So
Sorry, sir.
we want to
Hello,
go
sir.
to yeah, is someone saying something?
Sorry, sir. Yeah. Well, they brought the light, so
Okay.
as I was trying to catch up with what you were doing, So you said after we change, after we do some details on the model, that we have to make migrations.
Model, you make
I remembered
migration.
when,
Yeah,
yeah. So I remembered when Adijat made when she changed some things on her models. It was bringing something like she should
yeah,
install Pillow or something, but mine did not bring it. It's just
exactly. So do
it's migrated straight.
after adding the image.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
added that
After
image
adding
field
the
in your models?
yes, the image and created that.
I created that. That's something is wrong. So what you do
Yes,
for me is oh, so type pip list. So break out of your server and type pip space list. So if you see pillow there, that means you've
okay.
installed pillow before. If you don't see pillow there, then let me know that means something is wrong. So pip space list. If you
Yeah,
see
just type
pillow
pip
there,
list.
that means you've installed.
Okay.
Yes, pip space list. Yeah. So Aditya, have you added this student image stuff?
Yes.
There's no
All right.
there's no pillow among.
All right. So let's go. Okay, no pillar among yours, STC.
Yes.
All right. So I'm coming. Let me just finish this up. Then I'll come see you.
Okay.
So make sure your server is running. So mine is not running. That's why I'm getting this site cannot be reached. So I'll run my server again. And after that, so if you look at my screen, it's still showing just the name and the age. And I've added the image, but it's not still showing. Aditya, please confirm that it's the same way in yours.
Okay.
When you go to / students, it's still showing us what it told us last week, just the name and the age. And we've added image now to the template, but it's not still showing.
127.
/
Students, right?
students. Yeah,
Students.
students.
Okay, same.
Yeah, so it's showing just name and age, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the reason why I am teaching like this is so that when you encounter these errors, you remember, oh, me too, I had it. Do you understand? So whenever you want to print out an image, you don't call it the way you call other fields .name .age. For images, student.image.url. I'll say that again. Whenever you're working with images, it's not just student.name or student.image. You have to do for image is student
That's model.image.url.
URL exactly. That's the syntax. Instance.image.url. Model name dot image dot URL. It's only image field that behaves like this. So every other one you can just say dot name dot age dot whatsoever. But for images it's dot image then dot URL. So if I reload my screen now, you should be seeing images. So let me break out. Let me
Yeah,
break out
yeah,
of this
yeah, yeah,
one.
yeah. We are saying images.
Adija, your own is working, mine is not working.
Wow.
And I'm the one teaching. Ah, ah, mine is not working. Student.image.url. How is her own working and mine is not working?
I don't know.
Let me check. I might need to break out. Okay, I know why. I've not added I didn't add any picture. You were the one that did that on your own.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I've actually not added any picture for any of them. So let me run my server. But Adisha, quickly share your screen to show them that it's working.
So this is Shola. Shola has default and Torella has image.
Image. So if you notice that Adija image is too large. So this is why you need to learn how to style your page. So what we're returning now, you can see information is coming in fine and good, but it's not looking nice. That's the essence of styling. That's the essence of CSS. That's the essence of JavaScript. Imagine you go to a website and this is how people's information is coming out. Someone's picture can be big as the screen, and Abed's picture is as tiny as letters. So this is why you need styling. Styling CSS, you now say, okay, no matter the image, you should not pass 100 pixels. No matter the image, its height should not be more than so stuff. That is the essence of HTML and CSS. So please, I will still share a crash course on it. Endeavor to go through it. You need it for things like this. Is that fine?
Yes.
All right. So, Aja, you can stop sharing. So the reason why mine didn't work, guys, because I've not actually uploaded any image for any students. I've not uploaded the defaults too. So that's one. Okay. So for today's class, in the material I sent, those documents I sent, the files. So I have a very nice template I prepared for class today, and I have CSS that I also prepared. So I already sent them on WhatsApp. So how do you set up static files in Django? That's the first question. Your static files are your CSS. How do you set them up in Django? That's what we want to learn now. So everybody can see my screen, right?
Instructors Prosper. We have not set up the media files. That's why mine is looking big.
What do you mean by setup?
Like we've not, you've not tell them maybe the highest, the max image should be uploaded should not be more than one is it gigabyte?
MB. Yes, I understand what you mean. So we're not here validating, we're not here putting any checks on it.
Yes.
Yes, we'll get to that. Not today, but we'll do that.
Okay. I thought you were working with media file before getting to starting, but it is fine. No problem.
So there's a template prepared for today's class. Once we use that template, no matter the image that somebody uploads, they will all have the same size. So what I want to show you first is the power of styling, because that's mostly what your front end person is going to do for you. Then what you are doing at the back end is just to validate the image of the file coming inside. Do we get it? So for the first 3 or 4 weeks of class with me, we'll be working as both front end and back end. But the moment we enter API, once we enter API, we'll no longer be using templates again. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that's how the class is going to be. For now, we're learning how to still go to the front end, make sure we're seeing stuff. That's for now. From week 6, week 7, nothing like template again. We're going to write in strictly back-end code and we'll return it strictly data. So there'll be no find data coming in again. So let's enjoy it now that we still have it. All right. So I told us to set up templates. Step 1 is you right click on your app, you create a folder called templates. Inside the template folder, you create another folder called the name of your app, which in our case is students. So if you look here to students. Now, if you want to work with static files, it's the same thing. The only difference is instead of calling it templates, it's now static. So I will go to my students app, as you can see. I'll create a new folder called static. So instead of templates, it's now static. So I'll create a new folder called static. Inside the static folder, I'll create another folder inside called students.
Victor, please, you are disturbing. Victor,
Yeah,
Victor, please, you are disturbing.
Okay, as muted. I'm about to mute it. So,
Instructor Prosper.
Yes, Aditya, I'm listening to you.
Where do we create the static static folder?
Inside your students app. So right click on your students app. You see new folder. That's the second option. So click on new folder, then type static. So inside your students app, create a new folder called static. inside the
Static.
static, yeah, static. Inside the static folder, you are creating a new folder called students. So it's
Students.
very similar to templates. Yes, students. So very similar to templates.
They will now create a file.
Then you now create the file itself. So I called it main.css. So I can say main.css. All right. So if you check the file I shared on
Main.css.
main, like the
Dot
main CSS
CSS.
file, yeah,
Okay.
.css. So
Okay.
main.css. So you can check what I sent on WhatsApp. So where is main.css?
Instructor Prosper. Then
Yeah,
after
listen to you.
creating main.css, it automatically bring an @ sign. What does it mean?
At the top, it wants to help you generate like boilerplate CSS.
Eh?
So it's like, how do I explain it? If you press enter to just bring out some things for you, like it wants to predict what you want to do. Or is it this hash sign you're talking about? This one.
And this @ sign beside the main.
Okay, so on VS Code, yeah, these are identifiers. It tells you the kind of file it is or what it is. So if you notice, our template has this open bracket and close brackets.
Okay.
So
That's
these are
showing
this is
HTML.
the sign for yeah, this is the sign for HTML. You get.
Okay,
If you
okay.
look at this thing, this is the logo for Python.
Python.
So if you look at this one, this for CSS. Do we get it?
Okay.
If I create a new file now, I can say every extension has a sign. See, if I say the YML, you can see like exclamation mark.
Which one is YML?
We've not reached there yet, but it's called the YAML file. You use it when working with Docker. So if I also create, if I create a .md, so basically every extension, every dot something has its own sign. You can see they're all different. Don't create these. Oh, I'm just showing you examples. You get. So it's just letting you know what you are working with. So I'm going to delete them. So these are I know the CSS I'm dealing with. So anytime you see .css, or how do you know it's a CSS file? Once you see this symbol, you know it's CSS. So this is the I've pasted the CSS for today. I'll send it on WhatsApp now. So this is the content of our main.css. This is the content of our main.css. So please paste what I sent in our main.css.
This one does not have anything like when we press shift and when we use exclamation mark.
No, that one is for your HTML.
That's what I'm
This
asking. That's
CSS.
what I'm saying. This one does not have. So we have to write the
No,
code
no, no,
as
no. Yes, but like you're a
hey.
back-end engineer. Wait, you're a back-end engineer, so
Which one is here?
I'm telling you, the way my teacher this is free. You're not the one that will be writing this one. It's just
Oh.
because I'm trying to give us an edge so that you
Mm.
can also build stuff by yourself. Because if you're paying front end, you're spending money. So at least you can build basic stuff using your small knowledge of Django and to still be presentable. But like I said, from week 6 now, nothing like template again. So this is just an advantage to us.
So we don't be writing all these codes ourselves.
Yes. So I could have explained it to you, but it makes sense if you know CSS, you understand what's going on. But
We
like
have not we don't know CSS.
that's what I'm
We have
saying.
to
I'll
learn
send a
it.
link for crash course so that you don't need to know everything about it, but you know the basic. For example, you should know what this one is doing. So basically, what I'm saying, what this thing is saying is on the website, the background should be white. Before the body, this is a full screen. This is my full screen. So I'm giving a space of where the content will be. You know, some websites, the content can be in the middle. So I'm telling you that I should keep a space of 5 5 from all edges. It's CSS, don't worry. But like it's not hard. It's just making your templates easier. But
Meiji,
if you
why are you
want,
laughing?
it's not hard. I'm trying to make it as easy as it is.
But why is the Meiji laughing?
The point is that you want to become a full stack.
No, Allah.
So we'll get there.
No problem. Please send in the template, please.
Yeah, so this is the main.css. Then for today's class, we are going to assume our front end has given us a nice template. So once we create a new template, a final one for all students. So we'll call it new template.html. So this template is going to replace our all students. It's going to show us exactly what our all students used to show, but you see the difference between a fine template and what we were writing before. So please create a new template file called new templates.html. Mind you, this name can be anything of your choice. It's not a must, it's new templates. So please create a new file, a new template, call it new template.html.
Mr.
It's going
Prosper,
to, yes, Luigi.
or once you are done with this class, please, I want you to see the file of this Christ Embassy School.
What do you say?
Like once you are done with this class by maybe
Yeah.
4, I want you to
Yeah.
see the file of the Christ Embassy. I don't really know, it is the administrator problem there.
Okay, on your own side, Abby.
Yes, on my own side, yeah.
That's not a problem. So you won't leave the call when we're done.
Instructor
Yes.
Prosper.
Yes.
You're going to be
Abby.
creating the new template under the students.
Yes, everything.
Students folder.
Yes.
Like
this
this
should-
student, like this template slash
Like,
students
open the
folder.
cut, open the cut, Biku.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You're right.
Victor, what is happening?
Sorry.
So let me get us the content of that template. Let me get the raw HTML. Where did I keep it now?
How do we get here? You show something now. How do we get here? Yeah.
This is what the template has. So I want to get us the raw code. So if you open the template I sent,
This is the one you sent on the group. Yeah.
yeah. So I just want to copy the raw template, then I'll paste it. I'll paste it here for us. So please don't be intimidated though.
I am
Time.
intimidated already.
No. This is the thing. With time, everything I'm writing will add up. And that's the reality.
The point is
So,
that from the
yeah.
beginning till where you stopped last week, I was trying to do that thing offhand. It is only this template side. I wasn't able to replicate it. I wasn't able to replicate it.
So you tried now. That was on your first trial, right?
That's maybe fourth. Like
You
from the beginning to
tried.
the end.
You still tried. So
The one that you did today.
Yeah.
This one you are doing. Please, they should release the video like very, very quick.
Yeah, the video they kind of forgot, but like I was able to reach out to them. So apologies, that's for last week. So I'm sending the content of the HTML. All right. So
Mr. Prosper, to be sincere,
Please,
how many classes do we have more? How many classes do we have more, to be sincere?
Please, where did you get the code? Hey!
Wait, we still have a lot now. I think we still have like 7-8 weeks. Am I right?
7-8 weeks. And you think we will finish everything about back end?
Definitely no.
Okay, I'm with you then.
Definitely. So the thing is this, it's all up to you. The truth is, if you guys are catching up, I'm this kind of person that if we are finished the syllabus, I won't now say I'll start repeating stuff. No, I will teach you something new. Like we'll still go higher and higher. So
I thought API is the last thing to do.
No, there are a lot of things in backend. There's load balancing, there's payments gateways, there are a lot of things. There's no last thing. The learning never stops. Learning never stops. Do you get?
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. So Adija, please, I sent the template, the content of the template on WhatsApp. Please copy and paste it in your new templates.html file. It's like Adijah's kids have finally reached her. Adijah, are you with us?
Yes.
All right. So have you put this stuff in your new template?
Yes, I've posted
HTML?
it.
All right. So what we want to do is, instead of returning this all students, when somebody goes to /students, we want to change it to this fine one now, this new templates.html. This is what we've been using so far, that when somebody goes to /students on Chrome, this is the template that should be returned as a response. Now I want to change it and no longer use all students, use this new template.html. So I'll go to my views.py and I'll tell it, so that you know what happened. I'll just comment this one so that I can always remember, oh, I changed it. So I'll copy this guy, comment it, then I'll change this. Instead of all students, I'll change it to new templates.html. The essence of me leaving this is so that I'll always remember that, oh, I was using all students before. So it's not compulsory. But I just commented it out so I can know whenever I see that, oh, this is what I was using before. So we've changed this from, instead of all students of HTML, it is now new templates.html. That's what we've done now. So this means if I go to my /students on the web, it should actually now use this new template instead of that all students. So Adijah, have you typed this?
Yes, yes.
All right. So let me reload my web so that you see it's no longer using this guy. So let me go to 127/students. Let me check. My server is running. Okay, my server is not running. So let me run my server. All right. So this is the new template. If you notice, it's still looking. You're saying, is this one template? It's still not fine. I will not show you the power of styling. The reason why this is looking weird because we've not added the CSS to it. So this is
Wait,
your raw
Mr.
HTML.
Prosper.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
You said it's meant to show like this. Mine is not showing.
All right, so share your screen. STT and Oladimeji. So immediately after the call, like the class, you guys should please wait. STT, I'll sort you out so that you can please follow up with the video. Then Oladimeji you too, so that you guys can practice with the video. All right, so go to your views.py.
Once I'm able to know how to solve this file problem, I can just
Okay. So please, someone should look at Adijah's screen and tell us what is wrong. Whoever that gets it, whoever that can tell Adijah what is wrong, Adijah, you too, if you get it, the person gets. What can I offer now? I've already given one master class.
Can you scroll up? Can you scroll up? Let me see the beginning.
So you don't need to. The error is looking at us. STT, please look at it.
I think the retrieve def should be inside the def of the list students.
No, that's not it.
Indentation.
It's not indentation. Just look at Adijah's code where STT or Oladimeji Victor.
The get ID is equal to ID supposed to be capital letter and small letter. Capital letter ID and small letter ID.
No, that's not it.
Or maybe you have to divide the ID.
No.
Is it that she did not change it to a new template?
So I'll just tell you guys where the error is from.
She
So
did not change it to the new template.
thank you, STT. Thank you, STT. So STT, thank you.
How much
You
are you
sound
giving STT?
you sound expensive. That's what I want to ask. STT, silver and gold I have none. But
That's
coding I have to give up to you.
Oh,
So reload. So Adija, take me to your new templates. Take me to the template itself, the new template.html. Let me see what's wrong. All right. New templates.html. All right. So break out of your server, Control C. Go to your server, break out. Break out. Yeah. Run it again. Run your server again.
just type up. Don't type everything. Just type something. Just or button to bring it.
Run server. All right. Then open a new tab. So maybe that tab has stored the cache of it. So open a new tab on your browser. Don't use this one. Click on a new tab. Yeah. Then go to the 127/students. Students. So please check the spelling. Yeah, students. All right, enter. Yours doesn't want to change. Okay, he's Control U. He's Control U on your laptop. Control U. Alicia, have you press Control U on your laptop? All right. So if you notice, it's not still using that HTML. This is the old one. So there's something wrong. So do you get?
Can
If you
you
look at,
can you show yours? Maybe you should show yours.
all right, this is what I mean. So let me share my. All right. So Alicia, please stop sharing. Let me share mine.
What is that shortcut to Control U? I know it shows our code.
All right. So let me share my own screen.
Instructor Prosper, what's the shortcut to that Control U?
Control use the shortcut to view page source.
Control U, page source.
Yes. Now if you want to inspect, Control Shift I.
Okay, this is it.
So this is it here. Now, how do I see the HTML that is on this page? How do I see the code that this page is rendering? Control U. Then if you notice, this thing is matching what is in my VS code. So that's how I know it's matching what is here. You see, parent template for blah blah blah, doc type blah blah blah. If I take it here too, you'll see that same thing. Parent template for blah blah. Any page on the web, google.com. But obviously, for pages like this, if I type Google, let me say google.com. So for pages like this, is what they want you to see. So you can see how Google Zone is google.com.
So this is Google.
Can you see it?
Wow.
What do you say Control U is? Code source.
So this is country view page source, where that page is coming from.
Okay.
The code that is running behind it. Yes, page source. But for sites like Google and the likes, it is encrypted. So it's not the raw HTML like what me I'm seeing. If you look at their own, the only thing I understand is my one doc type HTML, blah blah. Every other thing here, you can't understand it. This is JavaScript. So I'm just telling you that Control U shows you the underlying data behind something. So Adijat, we'll still go back to yours. Share your screen again. We need to solve your issue. So Adijat, please share your screen.
Okay.
All right. So please, do you have Chrome on your PC?
Yes, I have Chrome.
Please use Chrome and go to the same place. Chrome, yeah. Then please go to 127/students. You can just go to Firefox and copy it, so you don't have to stress. You can go to Firefox. Oh yeah, yes, just copy it.
Hmm.
All right, it's like students. All right, so see same thing. So the error is coming from your code. So please go back to your code. We have to sort it out. The error is coming from your VS Code. Please go to your VS Code. I believe your autosave is on now. Click on your file at the top left. Click on file.
It's on.
It's on. So take me back to your view. So there's something we're missing. Take me back to your view. Your
Okay,
view.py.
that's it. By the right on the top. Speak it at the top.
Okay. Return render request students new templates.html students. Okay, I've seen Adijat's error. So Adijat, you are using the wrong template in the wrong place. Where you're supposed to use this new template is in the list of students. Instead, I'm using it to retrieve students.
Which
Okay.
one? How do you see that? Where is it?
So look at the function where she puts this new template. It's under retrieve students. Retrieve students is supposed to be for what? One student. But this template called new template is when you want to see all the students in the database. So me, I changed my own for list students. Adija was changing her own for retrieve students. So
But
please
the code is
indent.
underlying.
No,
Yes.
because she has not indented. Indent. Then comment line 6. Comment line 6. So Adijat, in line 5, you said all students. So that line 7, that place should be all students. So the way you wrote it up there, all underscore students, then one inside quotes to all students. Yeah. Then one inside that quote to all students. In line 7, still, line 7. Inside that dictionary you created, the students colon all students. Change that students there to all students.
Yeah.
No, the next one to it by the right. That first student. No, line 7. No, no, no. No. Take it back. Remove
The
this.
one you changed. The one you changed. The one before it.
Addition, yeah, all students in 2 places. So all yes, all students inside quotes, all students outside. All underscore students with an S. Yeah. So even inside that, yeah, S. So now please reload your template. You should be getting the same thing I am getting. All right. So remember what I told you last week. I'm going to say it here. Code is never wrong. It is mostly you that is wrong. So sometimes you're like, I've done everything right, and you're getting frustrated. Last, it's you that is wrong. So that's how it works. So you always have to inspect line by line. So we have a template. The next thing now is to add styling to this template. So Adisha, please let me share my screen. I'll show you guys how to add CSS to HTML. Then you see what one simple CSS script will do to this ugly HTML. So that's why some of you, if you want to do full stack stuff, also learn your HTML. So I want to link this HTML to my main.css. I want to link this new template of HTML. I want to add this main.css to it. So the syntax is link. So I'll type link, enter. Your href is, where is this thing stored? So I'll say you should find it is a static file and it's inside students/main.css. I'll put it on WhatsApp. So this is how we link HTML to CSS in Django. So you type the keyword link, then you put, the first thing is which type of file are you trying to link? It's a static file. Remember I said your CSS, your JavaScript, they are static. They are referred to as static files. Then where can I find it? Inside the student directory in static. Inside the student directory in static, gets me the main.css. Inside the student directory in static, gets me the main.css. So Aditya, have you typed that?
I'm on it.
All right.
This is 4:14 already. Oh.
Yeah, benchmark before 30. Sorry about that.
You said link static, right?
No, link, rel, link, relationship, style sheets, href. I've copied it and pasted it. Let me zoom in so you can see it. This line is what I added.
Okay.
All right. So try and reload your templates. So reload your page now on your browser. You should be getting this error. So if you try to reload, you should get this invalid blog tag, blah blah blah. Did you forget? Adijat and company.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm getting the error.
Okay. So whenever you guys do it, you'll get this error. So this error is saying that you're trying to use a static file here. You're trying to link a static file here, but it's not told me to load static files. So basically, you come to the top and just type load static, and that's all. Everything will work. Come to the top of your HTML and type.
The first part.
Yes, Aditya.
What we'll be using media files since, right? So
Yes.
why is it static now all of a sudden?
People are not the ones uploading JavaScript and CSS. It's you, the developer, that puts JavaScript and CSS. So that's why it's static. But the one that people upload are media files. So today I showed you how to set up for media uploads. Then I'll show you how to work with static. So no matter the file type you're dealing with, if it's the one you're adding by yourself, you know how to deal with static. If it's the one that people are going to upload, you know how to deal with media. So that's it. So because of this one-liner here, if I reload my page, you're going to see a better looking page. So if I come here and reload this guy, you can see a very nice page, all because of styling. Just styling did all these things for us. So you can see the power of CSS. Just one CSS file was able to add this color and everything for us. So you can see this will keep track of all the students. Then this is just a template. So whenever you're going to work, there'll be templates provided. Then you as the backend engineer, you make this template to show real data. So that's the last thing we want to do now and call it a day. Remember, the benchmark is 430. So Adijas, please confirm you're having a very better looking page.
Yes, yes.
All right. So if you look at it, the way this person designed this template, the way this front end guy designed this template, he's saying that this place will show a list of students. Then all of them, every student will have one block attached to them. So this block for one person, the second block is for another person. So that's this design. So what you need to do as the backend guy is to say, instead of these things repeating itself, this is the same design repeating itself. You can just use a for loop on one design and it will run the number of students that are there. I will explain. Based on this design now, 1, 2, 3, 4. The guy designed it for only 4 students. So what happens if you have more than 2 students, or if we have less than 4 students? What happens? If we have more than 4, will this template work? No, because the guy designed it for only 4. And if we have less than 4, it won't make sense because only 2 of them will have real data. The other 2 will be showing just student name, student name. So what you do as a backend engineer is you will keep only one design. They run a for loop. So what your for loop will do is, if it's 2 students, repeat this design 2 times. If it's 4 students, repeat this design 4 times. If it's 100 students, repeat this design 100 times. That is what the for loop is going to do. So I'll come here. These are my new templates. It's essential to understand CSS a little. So all those students' age and the likes, this is where it's coming from line 46. So this is for the first one. This is for the second one, from article to article. This is for the third one, and this is for the fourth one. So imagine we have 1,000 students. We can't be coming here every day. Copying and pasting, copying and pasting, copying and pasting. So what you do as a backend engineer is you leave only one, then run a for loop. So what your for loop will do is it will just run this design based on the number of students in your system. So how do I achieve that? This is the last one. I'll comment it. So to comment in your CSS is control and backward slash. So I'll comment the second one too. This third one rather. Then comment this one. So if you look at my code, there's only one that is active. Every other one I've commented them out. If you look at my code, it's only one that is active. So if I load, it's only one that is active. Every other one I've commented it. Then all I need to do now is to run a for loop on this guy. So I'll come here. For students in all students. Whenever I open a for loop, always remember to close it. So most times we forget. So the easiest way is once you write it, just come here and close it so you don't forget. And so when this guy puts student age, it should actually show student dot age. Where this guy puts date that was created, not the actual date was created. So student dot created at. This student dot name. Student name. It should actually show student dot name. And this page that is showing student gender. It should actually show the student's actual gender.
Why are you changing it?
So this is not real data. Look at what this guy left with us. What is showing on the front on the page is student's age. It's not student's age. Is it 12 years old? Is it 13 years old? So we want to get the actual number. He's just telling you that this place is where you are supposed to put the student's age. This place is where you're supposed to put the date student was created. Here is where you're supposed to put the student's name. Here is where you're supposed to put the student's gender. That's what this design is telling me. So me, I will come here and say, okay, thank you. I now know where to put things. So in this place, actually put the student's age. In this place, actually put students dot created at. In this place, actually put students dot name, and in this place, actually put student dot gender. Gender. All right. So Adija, I know you're still typing, but let me just show the end result. So if I reload this guy, you can see now this is Joel, he's male, he's 12 years old, was created on 14th of March 2025. Ruth, created same day, she's 24, female. Basically showing live data. So even if I put 100 users, it will do these things 100 times. So instead of me writing code 100 times, I'm running a for loop on just one code. So it will run the number of students times that I have. That is the beauty of a for loop. So Adijat, just type this, take your time. Then I need to confirm it's working. This is where we stop for today.
Hello?
Adija, with you.
Uh-huh. Is that you? We are writing the for loop. Wait.
All right, let me show you. So let me stop sharing so you can share it. Let me guide you. All right. So Adija, you can share your screen. Okay, so scroll down. You see one article, please. Scroll down. All right. So if you notice, this article is repeated 4 times. That's why it's showing 4 times on the front end. When we go to the web, that is showing 4 times. So I'm saying instead of writing this thing 4 times, you can actually run a for loop on just one of them. So a for loop will make that code repeat itself the number of times or the number of students we have. So that means if we have 2 students, it will write this code 2 times. Instead of us writing it ourselves, Python will be the one writing the code for us based on the number of students. So what I need you to do is this article stuff. If you notice, there's a beginning article and an ending article. Can you see it? If you look at,
Yes.
yes, so I want you to close 3 articles, leave only one. So yeah, you can close this first one. So go to up to 965. So do 960, 56. Yeah, that's one. So comment it control backward slash. No, control C. Control backward slash.
That's not commented though.
Control backward slash.
That's
No
what I'm
forward
pressing now.
slash. Try forward slash, please. Those slashes used to confuse me. Okay. Yes. So this one. So comment another one again. Once comment 3 and leave only one. So if you see, and there's another article. Yes. So line 67 has article. Yes. So you've commented 1. So comment. Okay, 2. Okay, you can comment down, down, down till the end.
These are me.
Yes, that's correct. Okay. Then go for one more. Comment one more. I just want you to leave only one there. All right. So go to the only one that is there, the last one standing. Okay. So the part that has to repeat itself is from that beginning article, right? So
But
from line
where is the first article for this?
that, look at it now, line 45. It's looking at you. That's the
Okay.
beginning. Okay. So the part that repeats itself is from beginning article to ending article. Abby? Okay. So in front of line 45, I want you to hit enter. Enter. So we're going to type in line. So open a for loop. So open your dictionary, curly brackets, then percentage sign. Okay. So in the middle of that percentage sign, space for students in all students. For students in all students. Okay. So remember to put the N for so we don't forget. So go to line 56 and just put N for. So enter here. Just put N for there. Use tab to shift that stuff inside here. The N for. N and 4 together. Yeah. Okay. So that place that has student's age is where you are going to actually get the student's age. So do student.age. So remove that student's age that is there. Clear student age. Remove it. Okay. Small letter student. The S should be small letter. Then it should be inside double curly brackets. Yeah. So double, then double. Yeah. Exactly. No controls. Yeah. Okay. Then when that date student was created, put the actual, yeah. So like that, like that. So student dot name. The name is small letter. Okay. So that one will be students dot created underscore at. Student dot gender. Look at the gender part. Student dot gender.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all. So reload your, go to Chrome and reload your page.
Yes.
All right.
That means if you go to our admin, right? If we should
Yeah.
create another student here, it should show like this.
Yeah. So try it. Quickly try it. Just go to admin. So open
Okay.
a new tab here. Quickly try it. can open a new tab still on Chrome. Yeah, just open a new tab. Yeah. So that's the essence of using that for loop. So as you're adding new people, that design will be repeated. So I mean, so quickly log in.
What's happening?
All right, so quickly create a student. Yeah, and you can save like that to use the default. So that's the beauty of it. So go to the first tab, go to your first tab, reload it. So as no
Passport.
on your Chrome, just go to the tab that you, the students tab that you open on Chrome. Yeah, yeah, reload it.
Yeah.
All right. So that is all for today. At STT and Oladimichi, please remain on the call.
Okay.
Adija, thank
Just
you
end
for
the
your
recording.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah, same time tomorrow. All right. So Victor, ensure that you practice. I don't know if it's light or whatsoever, but like please try and practice. If there's anything that's not clear, please reach out to me.
This is the problem. I'm
Okay.
having Christ Embassy and EMV and student on the same page, and it should be a like only Christ Embassy and the EMV should be inside the folder.
Okay. So so I think the issue is it's not even an issue. The truth is it will still work like this. You just need to activate your virtual environment and carry on. So let's
But
test it out.
it's not working. I've tried it though.
All right, so
Because
let's
I
test
wish
it out. So CMD,
I wish to flow with the class because I know that I have missed a lot.
okay. So activate the virtual environment. Let's see. Then run your server.
I don't
No,
need to do CD.
the thing is, the way your structure is now, you're already inside your project directory.
Okay.
So take me back to your file explorer. Let me see something. To your file explorer. Let me see something. Let me see. So click on the price them. Okay, you're already inside, so you don't need to CD. Just Python manage your PY run server. Yeah, then you're good to go. Enter. Okay, so it's working. It's telling you that I need to install Pillow because of that image stuff you've added. So breakout control C, then do pip install Pillow. Pillow. The capital letter P, please. Pillow. All right.
So anytime I see the fight like that, I just need to activate. I don't need to
I'll
CD
explain it to
everything.
you. I'll explain to you so you know how and when to do things. So it's not as if you're wrong. It's just like you did yours differently. So it does not mean you scatter your project entirely. All you need to do is just activate. Then how do you know you can run it? If you can see your manage.py, it means you're already in your project directory. You just need to run it. So now try and make migrations and migrate. You've done that image stuff that I did in class, Abby.
Yeah, sure, yes.
So Python manage.py make migrations. All right. So press 1,
Enter.
enter. Yeah. Then open string quotes. Then you can type today's date, 2025 03 15. So basically, it's telling you that which date should I use for existing people. Close the quotes. Yeah, enter. Then migrate. Migrate.
There is something I want you to do for me. I want to impute day, month, and
Your line is breaking. What do you say?
I want to impute day, month, and years into my into my is it
Language, your
view
line is breaking.
into my model. Can you hear me? Hello.
What do you want to impute?
Day, month, and year. What I was trying to do during the
Your line
week.
is breaking. Anytime you say impute, I don't hear. You want to impute what?
Day, month,
I can
and
hear you,
year.
Oladimeji.
Okay.
That's what your daytime field collects now. It's collecting the days, month, and year.
Okay. But how do I let me show you what
Am I
I
not
did.
getting you? Like you want to keep track of the day, the month, and the year.
For the
That's what your
students.
daytime field is doing. All right.
Let me show you something. I was trying to do for like I was thinking about all these bank and other people. How do they keep track of our date of birth? That is the reason I want to do the month and the day and the year. This is the one I did for the supermarket. Are you there? Hello? Are you there?
Yes, Oladimeji, I'm here.
Okay. This is the one I tried to do for the do month choice and day choice. This is what I'm trying
This
to do.
was no. This is stressful.
But it is correct.
Would I say correct? So okay, I get based on your design when they click on date to show them 1 to 30 month.
1 to 10.
It's
Thank
correct,
you.
but like there's a better way of doing it. There's an easier way. You get
Okay.
this works, but there's an easier way of doing it. So that will be next week when we enter forms. So you will see what you are trying to do. It's just one line, and you see how beautiful
Okay.
to do.
Okay.
You get.
But this one works. So it works.
It works. I'm not doubting. I know it will work. It's the stress I'm complaining of. Like it's stressful. You're writing a lot of code. I know it works. I can tell that it works. All right. So you
Okay.
can see you're all caught up with us.
Okay. No, well, I will do it. Don't worry.
All right. So STT, over to you, please. Can please stop sharing so she can. Yeah. Thank you.
Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, I can. Please maximize your VS Code so I'll see it properly. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So let me see your models. All right. So you said you've added image and you also added created that. I'll try and make migrations now. Let me see.
Okay.
Grandma. Àwọn àlejò ń tó.
Okay. Before, what I did before, this was what I did before, and it's applied the migration straight. But now that I'm doing it again, it's just telling me to get it.
Yeah. So you're not the people stop you, Abby?
Yes.
Yeah. Then after that you migrate. So you and Oladimeji are in the same place like that. The pillow, please make it capital letter. Do Control C, Control C, Control C.
Okay, so
Control C quickly. Yeah. So you install capital letter pillow. P is capital letter. Yeah.
I don't even say that.
STT.
Sir.
I'm the one calling this Oladimeji. Which one is sir? You are using
Oh, sorry.
big screen. You are using big screen, she?
Yes.
I can see it.
Why?
Because I can see the layout of the file.
Oh, okay.
I can't see what you are typing.
Like, I'm waiting for the pillow to install.
She's waiting for pillow to install.
Okay.
But basically, yeah. So once it's done installing, then you migrate. Then you can carry on with the video.
Okay.
All right. So I want to reach out to them so I can get the video as early as possible distributed to you guys.
I want to ask you before you go, Mr. Prosper.
No problem. Yeah.
Okay, before, like, is it better to be a full stack or only back end?
There's nothing like is it better if you know you can handle the strain of being full stack, then you can do it. But I'll tell you
Which
for
one?
free that every full stack developer has the stronger side. So
Is
full
it that
stack is
the
that
front end or the back end?
exactly. So full stack is that you know how to do the two, but to be honest, you must have one that you're stronger with.
So as you are doing now, you are like, are you a full stack or back end?
No, me back end fully.
Wow, that
Sir,
is
okay,
okay.
should I exit now?
No. So open your string quotes. Open string quotes. Then just type
Then
any
the
date.
date.
So open string quote. Yeah, 2025 03/15.
What is the name of your this screen? Let me to buy. I want to
Sir,
buy.
what's the date again?
Any date, just 03/15.
Today is
Yeah.
2025 15 then 03.
Yeah. Then after that, migrate to our institute to make sure everything is working. Migrate.
Okay.
All right. So you can run server. You're good to go.
Okay, sir.
All right. So please, if you also have any issue or anything, reach out to me.
I want to put one in here.
All right. So see, you don't have any issues.
Okay, sir.
All right. So bye, guys.
Yes, sir.